What's up, everybody? It's Friday night. Do you know where your D&D players are? They're all right here. They're all right here. We're gonna play some Dungeons and Dragons 5th edition tonight, and we're playing some Midgard, Empire of the Ghouls, and our dungeon master is Diamatakiri right over there, right up there, and he's gonna take over. He's just gonna take it over.
Alrighty. So welcome back. This is session 29 and the last session of the year. We'll take a break in 2 weeks for Christmas Eve because, that's Christmas Eve. And then we'll be back in January. So, very quick recap of where we left off. You guys slaughtered pretty much everything in Castle Order. Left the place completely decimated. There is, I think, only 2 living things left in the castle, and those are horses. Um, there
We gotta
are a
kill
few
them.
there are a few more undead things that you haven't managed to wipe out yet, but you are aware of them. There are some skeletons in the front gate area that kind of shoot through the murder holes. Um, but you did manage to rescue all but one of the shield maidens. They are all badly wounded. They had been infected with Darakul fever and have not been able to recover their hit points. So they are all down at 15 hit points and will remain so until they receive some form of greater healing. So, what do you want to do?
There's also that gnome guy that we left tied up in that tower.
This is true.
With his buddy
Yeah, we should go
Beelzebub.
kill him.
What time of day is it?
It is when you guys came in here, it was morning, so it's probably like 9 a.m.
It only took us that long to do a mass murder.
The whole castle.
Like, we kill more people before 9 a.m. than most people do all year.
They were already dead.
This is true.
Not all of them.
We're only mostly dead.
All right. I'm gonna go fetch our captive and try to hit his head only on some of the doors on the way down.
Okay, up to the gnome.
Yeah.
When you head up into the room, he is nowhere to be seen.
In case he's invisible, I'm gonna swing my sword around wildly.
All right.
Head
You
low.
chop up.
Head low.
Yeah, they're big sweeping arcs back and forth, making X's and.
Yeah, you chop up the entire room and don't hit anything but the furniture.
But I hit that good, right? Let me see
Yes.
real quick.
Are the ropes gone, or are they still there?
The ropes are there on the floor.
I hit it okay. All right.
Do
No,
we
go
want
ahead,
to go out the front gate, kill those murder hole skeletons, or do we want to go out the secret way we came in?
What way's easier and faster? I mean, not counting killing the skeletons, but
This will just take a sec.
I mean, if we leave out of the front gate of the castle, are we gonna like wander down and meet more patrols coming up? And should if we go the secret way, we might avoid all that possibility too.
Yeah, let's go the secret way.
Can we implicate the skeletons for our crimes? Like make it look like they did all the killing?
Line all the bodies up outside the towers
I-
by the gate.
We just tape a note to the door, so we don't have to go in where the skeletons are that says, I hate other undead.
Yeah. Die all fleshies. So
you want to go out
yeah, secret entrance.
the secret way? We just leave the skeletons. They won't leave the room. They're under orders to stay in there, and the only person who's giving them orders is dead.
Can we like just put a note on the door on the outside that says skeletons inside? Careful. Just in
Do
case
not-
somebody comes wandering around.
You want to
Do
post
not
it on
open
the
dead
front,
inside.
or yeah, do not open dead inside.
Yeah, basically, yeah. Like a little note. Skeletons inside. Careful.
Well, to do that, you'd have to go around and then come back out to the front, because your side entrance puts you in like
Sorry.
half a mile away from the castle.
I got boots of flying. It's like
Yeah, you could certainly fly around and paste that there. Heck, you could fly right up and over and just pop it there right now.
Yes, just in case somebody wanders up here and they open the door and get killed by a bunch of skeletons. Tommy, let's go play hide and seek. What did we tell you about getting in those refrigerators?
All right, yeah, you had no trouble. There's, you've seen lots of supplies around here. There's, writing supplies, so you have no trouble finding enough supplies to write a note, and you can take a nail and pound it to the door.
No, I don't think I want to pound it into the door. There's skeletons inside.
Okay, there's no tape, so
He's gonna lick the back of it and hope it
What's that?
sticks.
Is the door made out of wood?
yes, the front door is made out of wood. It has iron
Alright,
bands, and
then I'll
there's
try
a
to-
crossbar behind it.
I'll just try to pin it, not nail it. Like.
It stuffed it in the crack.
Yeah.
Okay.
Like a business card or something, like slide it in or something. If not, I'll pin
Definitely
it to the
keep kids
ground
out.
out front, because that make me feel better. Just like in the dirt out front on the
Yeah, you have to
ground.
put a rock on it.
Yeah.
Entirely covering it, so just the corner showing.
As soon as I fly away with my wing boots, it blows away.
Kick up all the dust.
And just as a backup to that, I'm not out there, right? Oh, I forgot about that. Never mind. I was gonna add something to that with one of my artificer abilities, but I'm not out in front of the castle with you.
It would be extremely easy for you to be out in front of the castle.
Well, I was just gonna say I have
carry
this.
you out.
Yeah. I weigh like nothing. I have this artificer ability that lets me put a static visual effect on an object surface, so that it'll show up to 25 words of text.
And how long does it last?
It lasts indefinitely, but I can only have 5 of them active at a time. And one of them is active on Tyrion's axe as his light source. Or I guess now he's going to use whatever the magical weapon he picked up was. And I think I've used a couple other random ones throughout the campaign, but those weren't important.
The kick me on the back of CSB.
Yes, yeah.
Permanent. Yeah, you can certainly do that. You can put up some kind of a warning.
Like a hand or something.
It's a recorded message that
radiation symbol or something.
Yeah.
Yeah, you guys have no trouble putting up those kinds of messages on the front. So there's a paper under a rock, and then there's glowing letters now on the door, and several skeletons, which are, you can see them in there. I mean, you can peek through the murder holes.
We spent 20 minutes getting it already. It would take like 30 seconds to kill the skeletons.
I've just been pouring mayonnaise on them through the bars this whole time from my alchemy jar for no reason.
All right, let's go.
Let's get out the back now.
All right. So you guys heading out the back door, and go ahead and take this map.
Where are we going?
away.
That's
Well,
the question
you guys
I
have accomplished the mission that you guys came down here to Yarrowsburg for. You recovered the sisters, you got the holy robes of St. Adeland, and the idea was to return back to Jost from here.
Jost. Ooh.
Does this map have a scenic route? Can we go up to maybe Kokova through Heidelberg? I heard they have good beer there.
Blood beer, yeah. Vampire special.
How do they get it to foam like that?
They add a foaming agent to the blood to get frothy.
Rabies.
Yeah.
Is that orange line our line
That's
of
the path
travel
you.
or something else?
That's the path that you took to get here, essentially. You came down to that little village where you fought the Red Temple, and then you took off on land and got to the river, and then came down river and skirted around Warsaw until you got down to Jarosburg.
This would be the easiest way to find out if somebody's been following us. Just turn immediately around and head the other way.
Yeah, they'd never suspect that we'd be dumb enough to retrace our steps.
Yeah, but
So how do you want to?
all the stuff that we disrupted on the way through there, they might be going, wait, we sending people to investigate, you know?
The only thing you've disrupted was Jarosburg, which is a ruins, and now this castle.
Well, what about the game, the hunt?
You interrupted a hunt, yeah, and so that depending on.
I think
who
we
was
should
in
go
charge of
around that
hunt,
town. We should go around that town.
That was kind of more out in the middle of the wilderness, so you're not sure there wasn't a big town near there. If anything, it would have been Warsaw would be the closest big town to where you guys experienced the hunt.
Yeah, that sounds about right. So we head out. Is there anything we can do for these sisters to help them?
Protect them.
So their speed is halved.
Yep.
Can we go water route down the river runnel? Catch a boat and Lodzig?
In where?
Can Sister Olga help heal them, or is that not something she's has the ability to do?
Their wounds are as healed as they are capable of being, but they had all contracted Darakul fever and had failed enough saving throws that they are at exhaustion level 2, and they cannot regain hit points until they receive greater restoration magic or more powerful. So they are stuck at 15 hit points. So there really isn't much that can be done to improve them, just keeping them alive until you get to a place where you can have more powerful magic. You could find one of the red priestesses to see if she's willing, of the blood goddess, to cast greater restoration, but
what about maybe some horses they can ride on?
there were 2 horses left in the castle that were alive.
Right, but could we have taken them through the secret way?
No, they wouldn't
Yeah,
fit through the tunnel.
so we will probably be on the lookout for some horses or something.
Now there was a small town near the castle Orzelberg that was, filled with humans.
Plus, we did get that horse from the previous fight. That
Valentina the horse.
yeah, that I brought along and left down in the town before we invaded the castle. So we have 1 horse.
Well, we should get one more, and then they can, double up on those horses at least, and travel at the same pace we are, probably doubled up on a horse instead of half movement.
Well, maybe we should just take those horses out the front gate then. I mean, we could kill those skeletons.
That too?
I think that makes the most sense. I mean, we have horses here. Who knows if we'll ever find any other ones.
I like killing.
So we're like, wait, let's go back and kill those skeletons. Come on.
And now they're all weird and slippery from being covered in mayonnaise.
But I put a note.
All right.
We're
So
good.
let's play this out. You come back and rip open
Completed.
the rooms and attack all of the skeletons and kill them all. And yeah, I
And the
mean,
horses get spooked and run away. We're like, crap.
yeah, in the stables there were two war horses that were ridden by the knights, and then there was one undead war horse, which again I'm not going to bother running through combat over
We're
the
all like,
last single round. Exactly.
So, how is the sister's confidence in us now that we went out a secret way and said, you know what? Actually, those skeletons that one guy covered in mayo and we spent 20 minutes writing a note for. So they're happy that we rescued them?
oh, we went
They're a
up
little
this.
confused.
We got to the back door, and going up the stairs, we realized these sisters are not going to make it. We got to get
No.
something for them to ride on.
Hey, we might not be the heroes they wanted, but we're the heroes they got.
And they are grateful, despite the confusion as to where you're going. They are extremely grateful for what you did.
So if these war horses don't have armor, they could easily carry two sisters, right?
Oh, easily, yeah. As long as you're not trying to ride at a full gallop or anything.
No, a nice little canter, maybe some
Yeah.
dressage, but
Yeah.
We'll grab
Yeah,
some horse feed too if there is some. Put them in some saddlebags and.
Oh yeah, there's plenty. Horse feed. There's hay. There's tack there. You know, for the horses, saddlebags, all that sort of stuff.
are there any stirrups that Blink could attach to my feet so I jingle jangle?
Sure.
I
There's
think he
plenty of
can
little bits.
actually put some LED lights running down the reins too, like.
Really going for that negative self score.
What mechanically, what would need to be done in order for me to use one of these as a mount?
You got to kick the two sisters that are riding on it first. One.
Yeah, you would have to. I'd have to review the mounted combat rules, but you, as long as you're the only one on it, you can use it. You might have difficulty in certain situations if you're not, trained in animal handling, but it's
Okay. Good to know.
mounted combat is a thing. It's just the rules are not super great.
Well, basically, a mount can take a move, like a move, a dash, or something. That's about it.
Yeah,
And that's
yeah, and it goes on your turn.
not like the old edition where, oh, you can attack and you can add to your attacks, and it's like, what?
Well, so there's two different kinds of mounts. There's the mounts like a horse where it goes on your turn and it just follows your orders. And then there's mounts that are intelligent and they go on their own turn and you don't get to control where they fly.
Like a
Like
dragon.
if you're riding a dragon,
Yeah.
it does what it wants. It can attack on its own and you're along for the ride. So, but yeah, we can look up mounted combat if you want and
All right, so
get
Quint's
clarification.
gonna be point probably 100 feet or more ahead of the party. Trying
Okay.
to stay in the shadows and just scout ahead as they're coming up with the horses and stuff, you know.
All right. Yeah, you have no trouble as you're leaving town. What direction are you heading? There's a major road that goes up to Warsaw, and then that kind of cuts across to here, or you can try to go and get on the river again. Only this time you wouldn't be going upriver, you'd be going downriver into the swamp.
I think we should get up to Warsaw first and then decide what we want, right? Because this is a road here. This.
The black lines are a road, yes. Now you do know Warsaw is a major city, and you were told that they were in the process of constructing a huge new temple of Marina. So there are tons of red priestesses everywhere as they are whipping people into slaves and stuff into building it.
Do we know where we gotta cross over the river Yushtula?
The river Yashtula runs adjacent to Warsaw, so you can cross over, any one of these locations.
It looks like we gotta
cross over.
cross here, maybe.
There is a bridge across it here. Yep, right there. And there is a bridge that is right next to Warsaw, going into Warsaw.
What do you guys think? I think we should not cross like on a bridge near the town.
Yeah, I think we want to avoid Warsaw.
Yeah, we want to stay away
we
from those
we could try to
populated
just
areas.
head
Isn't that
over
where our
to.
horse is?
What do we know about Wallenberg?
What was that, Sven?
Isn't that where the horse is? In Warsaw?
No.
No, it's in the little town.
There is a
down.
small town near Castle Orzelberg that you guys left your horse at. It is a small. It's not on the map.
Okay.
It's a tiny little, 500 people town.
Well,
Gotcha.
what if we go back there to get our horses or horse, and we could talk to the people and see if they have any information on safe crossings for rivers and things other than the bridge near the city.
I don't need to breathe, so I'll just walk along the river bottom. I don't care, so whatever we need to do. Somebody can stand on my head, it's fine.
Yeah, you can certainly go out to the little town. The people are, in town. The people are kind of setting about their day. It's in the middle of the morning, and you notice nobody seems to be aware of what happened in the castle. The townspeople are they're looking at you kind of funny because they don't know you, and you're, random people with armor and weapons and look a little weird, but
A shadow fate, nothing weird.
yeah, they just go about their business, trying to not draw attention to themselves. Anybody want to ask, or?
Excuse me, can you tell us how to cross the river near Warsaw without
Who are
getting
you
caught?
asking? Just
The guy over there.
little Billy on the street?
Well, no, like somebody that looks like they might have actually left the town before.
Okay. I mean, there's a few merchantmen who are there, so you can certainly talk to one of
Yeah,
them.
yeah, somebody that the merchant. Yeah, that sounds perfect. Somebody selling trinkets or something. Snake oil salesman.
I'm here delivering a barrel of nails. So what would you like to know?
Traveling north, and we don't want to be spotted by the undead. Need to cross
That's
over
smart.
at Warsaw. Not too familiar with the area. Are you?
If you don't want to get the attention of the undead, why the hell would you go near Warsaw?
We
That
have to
place
get
is
to.
a rat hole.
We're trying to get to Jost.
Now that's quite a journey. Can't really say I know the road to Jost. What are you trying to get across? There's a road that takes you right to Warsaw.
Patrolled road.
Yeah, the road has patrols usually in the nighttime. In the daytime, there's people on it. Some of the damn traitor knights that round us up. But so where are you going to head to Warsaw, and then where are you going?
We have to get
I know
over
you're
the
going to
river.
Jost. Oh, the river. Well, there's the bridges. You can take one of them, but there's usually people on those bridges, and they charge you a toll, so you'll probably get noticed. You try across the bridges there. if I was you, if you're trying to avoid attention, don't have no script for carrying goods. Um, there's little farms and stuff all along the river. You might be able to find someone with a boat, small boat, skiff, can take you over. Maybe a little raft, or maybe even a ferry. I'm sure there's a ferry somewhere along that river between Warszawa and Wallenberg. There's lots of little farms that dot the place. Most people don't live in the big cities. Too many damn undead.
So I say we put some distance between us and this castle. For the next few hours, anyways, and try to go down the road as much as we can to make up some time. But we may have to, dip off the road and kind of hide if a patrol comes or somebody suspicious, and just keep everyone covered up, cloaked up, the best we can.
Now, if you want to not get noticed, you might as well buy a wagon. When everybody think you'll be a traitor. That at least gets you along the road without people paying too much attention to you. Wear some cloaks over you so you don't look like you're so strange. You're all with armor and weapons, and you look like you're about looking for a fight.
I'm gonna hand him one of the jet gemstones I have and ask him if he can just handle that for us and bring us the wagon.
Yeah, you could take my wagon for that.
Oh, thank you. Does it come with nails or are those extra?
Well, I'm delivering the nails, so they're already sold.
I hand him another jet gemstone.
Well, sure, you can have all the nails I got.
It comes with those 2 nags there too, doesn't it?
Yeah, horses included. You can take the whole damn thing.
You drive a hard bargain. I hand him another jet gemstone.
He looks down at these like, they ain't gonna disappear on me or something, are they?
They haven't disappeared on me yet, but just in case, here's another one.
Quint leans in real close to him and says, "We just killed everyone in the castle. You might want to leave town."
His eyes open like unbelievably wide. He takes the gemstones, hands you the reins to the horses in the wagon, and turns around and just starts running.
You forgot your nails.
No, those are mine, and I'm gonna start chewing on them. This is food to me.
He pulls a lid out and starts eating them like they're
I've been so hungry.
Charles chips in the tin can. He's like, "Yum, these are good potato chips."
You just bought like a month's worth of rations.
All right, guys. I think we need to stop letting customer service bot control any money.
I don't even know where the gemstones came from. Quint's like, gemstones?
I had 8 of them. Now I have 4, but I see a bird that annoys me, so I'm going to throw one of them at it.
Blake, go get that.
Yeah, I'll go run and pick that up.
So that's kind of the idea, Matakuri, is merchant, look, what do we sell? Nails? What are we vendors for? We get a wagon full of nails?
Yeah.
You can't eat them all, customer support bot. We have to have some for the illusion.
It's fine. They come out fully formed. They're just bad.
Plus, they're going to give you diverticulitis or something of the robot. Roboticidis. I don't know.
Oh, we can't hear you, Jen.
Can you hear me now?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Is there a
Yeah, it looks
condition where
like
you have too much iron in the blood.
It looked like you were talking a minute before that, and we couldn't hear you, John. So
it's not important.
Also, once we get a long rest, I will prep disguise self, so that if anybody does catch a glimpse of me, I can just make myself look like a human traitor that hopefully won't draw suspicion.
Do you guys want to travel during the day or at night?
The
Probably during
sisters
the day.
recommend the day.
Yeah.
Damn it. Quint's like, damn it.
The night tends to be far more active with undead.
Is the wagon
It-
covered?
It's not like a pioneer covered wagon. There's tarps and stuff that can be placed over, so you can hide under the tarps. You just lay in the wagon, and
Yeah,
if you do
Quint,
that,
to
then you
make
can't
it.
be 100 feet out ahead. So
Is it comfortable
Yeah,
enough
I
that
mean, on
the
the bright
sisters can ride
ass,
in it?
the
sure.
the bright ass parts of the day, Quint's gonna be probably under the tarp.
Yeah, the sisters have no problem riding in the back of the wagon.
Blink can just walk under the wagon. Use it as a shade.
Yeah, we do
Yeah,
got
that'll be fine.
we do got 3 horses and
Mhm.
and 2 pulling the
Well, you have-
wagon now. So
Yeah, so you've got 5 horses.
so who
total.
else wants to ride on a horse? I
So
could see
I'm going to
customer
be
support bot on
practicing
a
on
horse.
the warhorse. I have base animal handling of 3,
Okay.
so I'm going to be practicing on that. Practicing shooting. Throwing my shurikens. A little bit, but mostly working with the Tegas, as making sure I don't slice the ears off the horse. And also practicing charging, different bushes or different things along the way, doing the charge.
All right.
With animal handling of -2, I'm just going to try desperately not to fall off.
Just being there makes the horses skittish and
Can't we have freaking Blink here. We get him a little stool and he can like hook up this mechanical thing that you actually stick to the saddle, like little rivets and stuff, like where you hook in.
you have a little mounting point.
Right?
I look like a child's toy. There's
Like
a
a
huge hole in it.
cavalier's, just like acts like a cavalier saddle or something, you know?
What about Tyrion? Tyrion can ride.
Terry needs a little ladder to get up on the war horse, but
Somebody can hoist me up. It'll be fine.
it's a little. We'll just get you a little rope ladder that you can unhook and it lowers down and you climb back up, like on a blimp.
Yeah, so you guys get yourself squared away on the horses and the wagon and kind of get everything going, and you start heading out across land. You go up the road a little bit and cut across, and things tend to go pretty smooth in terms of travel for the first several days. And after about the 3rd day, you notice the weather is starting to take a turn for the worse. Let me push some long rests so that you're all healed up.
The first time we take a long rest, Blink, what kind of armor are you wearing, Sir Tegas?
I am wearing a special chain. It is called. It's been about 4.5 minutes since I looked at it, so I have to look at it again. Graceful chain shirt. It's
Well,
basically a elven mithril, very
okay.
light and flexible.
Well, if you are willing, I would like to, kind of, fix up your armor for you a little bit there.
Absolutely.
Great. And I take it to the side and bring it back later, and there's just like a bunch of random sigils like inscribed on it, just kind of just haphazardly like all over.
Is there a large red target symbol right over the heart?
No, but if you ask Blink at all what any of the symbols mean, he just kind of shrugs and says that he made them up.
Nice.
But somehow they work and give you +1 to your AC while you're wearing it.
Nice. All right, so after several days of travel, the weather starts getting really, really bad, and the rain starts coming down. You manage to cross the river without issue. You find a little ferry that takes you across. And as the rain starts getting heavier and heavier and heavier, the wagon starts getting harder and harder to move through, and you realize that you're going to need to find shelter uh, before the evening because the rain and the thunder is making it just impossible to continue.
And we're on the road, or where are we? In the where
You've
that?
been traveling overland. You crossed the river Yoshtula. You crossed the road between Wallenberg and Warszawa, and I've kind of been taking it just overland.
So we're kind of
I
heading
thought you were
this
going to
way.
cut across to
Yeah,
there.
something like that. Yeah. So, I mean, is there a barn or a farm or something out here? Do we see any lights? What?
After searching around, you're not really in an area where there's people. You've been trying to stay away from settlements of any kind. And after searching around for a little bit, you do find a section of the forest. There's a little hill, and there is a cave that you think would be a great place to shelter for the storm.
So we're gonna
Um,
spend another 2 hours looking for something other than this cave because the last time we went in the cave we got our asses beat. We had to flee. So, so a
I'm
couple
sure.
extra hours
I'm
just to
sure the
make
cave
sure.
will be better.
Yeah, well, this will be fine. We're tough. We can handle it.
but you can stay outside of the cave. There is a big forested area, and you can kind of just sit in the rain if you want. Or there's the cave. Those are your choices.
Let's see. Where did the DM draw a cave? I think the DM drew a cave. No.
I vote
DM
for the
has both
cave.
maps.
Cave.
Cave.
I have all this emo
Definitely,
music though I
Quinn
could
wants to get
play.
out of the. I mean, it's probably still kind of sunny out a little. It's raining, but he wants to get out of the. He wants to be in darkness.
It's getting really, really dark. As it gets into nightfall, uh, there is heavy, heavy cloud cover with all of the rain, and other than the occasional lightning strikes, it is pitch black. And in fact, when you're in the forested area, even with your dark vision, you can't really see much more than about 45 feet ahead of you because the rain and stuff is just so heavily pouring down.
And does this cave look like it's gonna be big enough, like for horses and stuff, or?
Yeah. You wanna let me throw you into the cave, and you can tell me. Cave itself is a fairly large entrance, about 15 to 20 feet wide, and tokens are not locked. Just assume the ladies are with you. And as you enter into this cave, one of the first things you notice is that just beyond the entrance, there's a kind of a small little room. And there's some rubble on the floor. You see a ring of what looks like mushrooms just up ahead. And right around the mushrooms, kind of on the floor, there's this greenish looking mold. And the mold has a very, very light glow to it.
All right, well, who wants to
It's like
eat it and see what it does?
it's like a
Up.
beacon.
It's very thin. I mean, the mold itself is very, very thin. You could eat the mushrooms, but it'd be hard to scrape up enough of the mold to eat. You can try.
I mean, we could just lick it.
Quinn's kind of like move up to the top of the stairs and get a little closer look. Where is it at? Like this? Is this what you're talking about? Like right there?
Yep, right there. The ring
Yeah.
of mushrooms. There's debris, broken rocks and stuff that have fallen, and that little ring of mushrooms.
I have the lantern of revealing on, and once
Okay.
I get into this room, I'm going to use one of my sense badness, my divine sense.
Mm-hmm. You go ahead and use your divine sense, and you do not sense any undead or fiend or anything like that. The place looks relatively dry, and there's kind of dust on things. It doesn't look like anything's disturbed the area in some time. Actually, that's give me
I want to investigate the mold. Oh yeah, -1. Oh, wrong one. Let's try this again. -2. Dang it.
All right. Well, you don't see anything that looks like footprints, or it doesn't look like anything's actively moved around the area uh, in
I,
ever, as far as you can tell, for a while.
Blink is curious about these mushrooms. He wants to know if they're edible, basically. So can I take a look at those?
Yeah, absolutely. Give me a nature check. Yeah. So you think you taking a close look at the mushrooms, you think that perhaps they're not edible. Um, they are a type of mushroom that grows where a dead body has rotted. They tend to form a little ring out from where that body was.
I'm gonna just start eating them because I'm immune to poison. So just like
Well, I'll tell everybody, don't eat the mushrooms, guys. They are edible, but only once.
I'm gonna move up this way and see if there's anything to the
If I
right.
kind of stories about this type of a fey ring like this, I know in real life when you have a ring of toadstools like this, people consider it because of the fey.
Hmm.
Have I has Sir Tegas heard anything like this? Would I know?
Give me give me a nature check. Actually, you don't even bother. No, you're not aware that this is associated with the Fae in any way. It just looks like a natural formation of toadstools.
Alrighty.
All right, let's not split too far apart. Let's investigate the cave together as a group.
All right.
sorry, shaw shiny rocks.
Blink will start heading off in this direction, following Quint.
Yeah, Quint's
Okay.
gonna start up these little steps here.
All right, and this does go up a little bit. Each of the steps is only like 3 inches, so in total you're only gaining about a foot as you're going up there. And it opens up into this other little chamber, and then there's some steps going down into a little chamber down there.
Do all of these steps look natural, or do they look like
Yes,
man-made?
they're just kind of natural rocks. Some of them look like they may have been carved, but very crudely. Not certainly not done by a dwarf or a master craftsman of any kind. That just opens up into a little empty chamber. There's nothing in there of note.
Perhaps our latrine. We're trying to explore to set up some place to sleep and stuff.
Mm-hmm. You coming up the passageway here. There's a little kind of a rock shelf onto the west, and some more rubble from along the floor there. Um, none of you are dwarves, right? Yeah.
I'm opposite of a dwarf. I'm
Yep.
Shadow Fae. It's like the opposite of
Tyrion
it.
Tyrion is dwarf adjacent.
And then from there, Tyrion, it starts to head down. So these are steps that go downward.
Oh, wait, I can speak Dwarvish. Does that help?
You can ask the rocks to see what they know. They may not answer. Coming into this room, you notice that there is a large hole in the ground. It's,
Dibs.
10, 15 feet across, and
Don't
Tyrion jumps into it.
don't throw any gems down it.
Whoops. I didn't see it on the map.
And it looks like it's maybe 4 or 5 feet deep, and there's like garbage debris at the bottom. Looks like broken bits of stuff.
I look up.
Cohen moves to the edge and looks down and says, "Is there a gelatinous cube in there?"
I already jumped in it if there is.
Anything on the ceiling?
There is not anything on the ceiling. It just looks like a normal ceiling, the same as the rest of the cavern. There's some additional steps heading upwards towards the east. Passage.
So what type of garbage is this? I mean, is it refuse? Is it just
You're gonna
rocks?
sift through it.
We'll look at it and see. I mean, is it man-made?
Milky Way wrappers?
Natural or unnatural?
Some of it looks like it was absolutely man-made or humanoid made. There's broken bits of arrow. There's little bits of this and that, and scraps of leather and whatnot. It's almost like somebody used this as a garbage dump at some point.
Is it a burn
But-
barrel?
Oh, now I see the pit.
Oh, I'm sorry. I had that stupid thing set to
there
GM
it
only
is.
view.
Yes.
Ah,
I apologize.
Does it look like all the refuse has been there for a while?
Yeah, nothing looks like it's been disturbed in quite some time.
All right, let's.
and
let's
was
keep going.
Tyrion in the pit? I mean, or was it?
No,
No.
apparently I set it to invisible, so
Yeah,
the
I
token.
would not have just jumped in.
What? That's
Again.
why I said, is there a gelatinous cube in there?
I'm going to search. Go take a look at these bodies.
All right. So yeah, coming up the steps there, you notice some bodies, and there's that same greenish mold on the floor surrounding the bodies that has that light glow. And the bodies are old. They're obviously been there for quite some time. They're desiccated. They're smaller than a normal human. A few of them are kind of human-sized, 5 foot to 5'6", but most of them seem to be smaller than a normal human in size. Maybe anywhere from 3 to 5 feet, the majority of them.
All right, and am I able to tell? Are we looking at dwarves, halflings, children?
Let's see here.
I'll lay down next to one so he has a better sense of scale.
Give me a.
Do you have a banana?
No, I'm just happy to see you.
Give me a medicine check. All right, yeah, you after taking a look at these, you kind of notice that the bottom teeth, there are a couple of pointy parts to the bottom teeth, a couple of like almost canine-y looking teeth, and you think that these may be goblins or hobgoblins or something. It's kind of looking like there was a tribe of goblins in here at one point.
And what is this explosion burn mark?
Yeah, the stone floor itself appears to have these burn streaks all across it. There's nothing there that you can see other than the burn marks against the stone itself. It looks like something exploded.
All right, so since I can see all these bodies, I'm gonna do one more time my divine sense.
Okay. You sense nothing. You do not sense any undead or anything like that.
Are there
There's additional bodies up here.
is there any damage to the skeletons that might indicate how they died? Broken bones or anything like that?
Yeah, they're all pretty badly messed up. You don't see any clothing on them. There's no scraps of clothing or anything, but they all have like shattered bones, shattered arms, rib cages crushed, um, and the way their bodies are laying down, it looks like they may have been hit by the impact of the explosion that you see on the floor.
Again, I'm watching the ceiling.
Okay.
Is this anything on the floor over in front of me?
It looks like a broken crate, like it may have stored some goods at one point, but anything that was in it is long since gone, and it's just shattered remains of wood on the floor. Up here you find some smaller skeletons, and amidst the mold, they look like they may be children.
DM favorite.
Yeah, that's on brand.
Gotta have the children, and maybe even an infant.
It sounds like the weather is still kicking out there.
You're far enough in to switch over.
Yeah, I want to take a look at the bodies, see if there's anything unusual about these ones.
Okay. Again, like the others, these they're damaged in pretty much a similar way. You're noticing that there's a lot of rubble around the ground near them, and you kind of come to the conclusion that perhaps the explosion tossed rubble at them and has left them piled up near the walls, as they all show kind of similar signs of impact injuries, crushed bones, crushed skulls, and such.
I'm sure it's nothing to be concerned about. All right, let's go to sleep.
Maybe we should build the fire right here on these scorch marks.
Well, then we're not damaging the property further. I mean, you don't want to decrease your property values lower than they already are.
Has Quint ever seen a scorch mark like this before? He's gonna check it out. Is it like he's gonna like touch the areas that like carbony or?
Yeah, there's a very fine layer of ash that sticks to the stone. It's it's something that as something was hot enough that it seared the top of the stone completely and left these streak marks, and a little bit comes off on your fingers, but it's old and the marks are still dark on the stone itself. So it it looks like something very hot and very explosive went off here.
Or does it look like maybe he's gonna move over where this debris is? Does it look like maybe what this crate contained it at one time and it blew the crate up too, or?
Maybe, but based on the size of it, you're not sure that that much of a crate would be left. But it certainly could be.
Right, but the crate looks like it was exploded or just rotted apart over here.
Just rotted. Yeah, the crate looks like it was the wood itself is dry rotted. Just touching it, it just crumbles and falls apart.
Is there any kind of symbol on it or anything, like a merchant guild or anything that's still visible?
Give me a perception check. All right. So you kind of take a look at it, and you notice a little bit of writing on the bottom of one edge of it, like it used to be on the top, but it got tipped over before it fell down.
Does it say up? I mean,
No, it doesn't say up. Do you speak Goblin?
I don't think so.
Does anybody speak
Let's see.
Goblin?
Where are those languages?
Abilities.
No.
All right, so you can't read it. It's very simplistic script. It looks almost like Dwarven, except much simpler.
Can I take it? The piece?
Sure.
Pick it up? Put it
Yeah, you
in
can
my
pick it up.
pack? Maybe if I run into a goblin, I can ask him what it says.
Yeah. Or someone who's really good at Dwarven, because it looks similar. They may be sister languages.
Well, I do know Dwarven. Can I try to like get an idea from him
Well,
or
I'll
anything?
bring it over into the light so we can look at it.
Okay. So yeah, give me an intelligence check. Just straight up intelligence.
Oh,
A 20 will definitely do it. So taking a look at the symbols, you get basically the sense of the meaning of kind of a three of the different symbols. One is a name, and it says Droog would be how you would pronounce it. And then the next symbol you get is stuff, and then the last symbol you get is mine.
Man, I am so glad I used a 20 on that. Apparently this is Droog stuff, guys.
which one do you think was Droog? And I point to the one on the left. Think that was Droog?
Probably, yeah.
What was Droog doing? What were goblins doing with something this explosive? There's no like hole in the ceiling or anything, is there over there? Like right above
Nope,
this spot?
there is not. There is no hole in the ceiling. It's just an ordinary ceiling.
Alright, Quinn's gonna go
Uh,
over here and do these people look like they were sleeping?
Well, they have similar bone crush damage, like they got hit by fist-sized pebbles and rocks and whatnot.
Shrapnel.
You're not sure. The smaller children could have starved to death. The bigger ones are pretty badly smashed up.
Do the bigger ones look like they were chewed on by the smaller ones at all?
I can't really tell, but it's always a possibility with goblins.
Well, let's go the other way and see what's over there. Decide where we want to set up camp. We'll check
What's
on
up
the
here?
sisters too. Here, I'll boost you up. And then when he gets up there, I'll fly up next to him.
All right, that's just kind of a stone ledge. There's not a whole lot up there. Maybe a few scraps of cloth, just a tiny little bit. Maybe part of a bedroll.
I think it's a sleeping shelf.
what do you guys think about me jumping down this hole to investigate? Will you help me back up?
Yeah, it's only 4 feet deep. I'll just step down.
Yeah, you can step right into it. It's not deep. You step out and your feet sinks maybe 6 inches, and it's just, I mean, it's just a garbage pile down there. Broken bits of pottery, stuff from arrowheads, and a few animal bones, mouse bones, and just scattered debris.
Is that a wooden toy? Points to a wooden toy in the corner.
Not
The
anymore. I
goblin
stomp
wooden
on
toy.
it.
It's like a pine tree branch. It looks like a doll. Uh, let's continue this way. Wait, we came from that way.
Sorry, I'm doing something real quick.
Totally
Well, the tokens
trustworthy.
There,
haven't locked, so that's a nice sign.
there aren't any more invisible holes in this room, are there?
No, no invisible holes in that room. Get over to there. And again, it looks like a little shelf, probably where somebody slept. Goblins would sleep for the evening. Um, but nothing more than the damage you've seen kind of everywhere in the cavern. From here, you can see that there's another one of those blast marks. This one appears to be a little smaller. There on the floor next to Tarian, and some more skeletons and mold.
I looked at the mushrooms before. What about this mold? Can I take a closer look at that?
Sure, give me a nature check.
I'm going to do my divine sense for last time.
Okay.
Can I assist him about just listing off random things I know about mold?
It's green, it's brown, it's if you dive into them, hold your breath, and yeah. Um, yeah, you can give him assistance. You can maybe you've encountered something. Nature of 15, yeah. Um, so you believe that the mold, kind of similar to the mushrooms, is a natural thing. It is completely harmless that grows in caves, and you kind of had some experience with this with your kobold uh, underground experiences. That sometimes these corpses will grow this bioluminescent mold as they decay. The nutrients feed into it, and as long as the conditions are right, it can produce these slightly glowing caverns. So you think it's kind of a harmless green mold that grows on corpses.
Will will it continue to glow if it's removed?
Very, very faintly.
All right.
I mean,
Well,
it takes a large patch to make any light.
Blink will harvest some and fill a vial with it just in case.
Okay. I mean, it would glow for like maybe 5 inches, if that.
Sure.
But yeah, the mold itself is, as I said, completely harmless, and you do know that the mold doesn't tend to flourish as long as there's no corpse there. So maybe 6 months to a year before it's desiccated enough to the point where the mold can no longer sustain itself on the corpse.
Kobold forensic files.
Yes, CSI D&D.
Do I notice anything different in this room? It's just the same kind of thing we saw before. With the
Same general kind of thing: blast, debris, dead bodies, and mold. It's a little bit different set of mushrooms in this room, though, that you can see.
Can I tell what they are from here?
Sure. You want to take a look? Give me a nature check at disadvantage. And Tegas, you did not sense any undead or anything. All right, a 14 is good enough. You recognize this species of mushroom as not only edible, but highly delicious and used in a lot of kobold soups and cooking. It just
Oh,
looks really weird because of the blue and red nature colors.
well, great. Yeah. I will go down there and harvest as much as I can.
All right, there's five, six big mushroom bulbs that you can harvest.
I want to take a look at him too, just because I know mushrooms can be dangerous, and I'm not necessarily trustworthy of his
All right,
ability to discern things that are edible.
give me a nature check. you come to the same conclusion. You've experienced these before yourself in the woods. You occasionally come across them, little stands. They do like underground conditions, and they grow well as long as there's enough moisture, and they're very tasty.
Wow, this is high delicacy for somebody like you, Blink.
Do the Smurfs live there? Are you? Well,
Sir Tegas, give me a perception check, please. In the dice tower.
I am really doing it. Wow, that was a lot more difficult than it should have been.
All right. So where do you want to set up your camp?
Is there anything in this little area back here?
There's a few mushrooms in there.
Of that same delicious kind?
Unfortunately, no. These are a red cap mushroom, and they're highly poisonous.
All right, don't eat those ones, guys.
You know this one because your brother gave you some when you were a kid, and you puked for 2 weeks.
I don't remember which brother though. Too many of them.
There's too many.
Just make sure you put them in separate bags.
Now what's the temperature like in this cave?
It's in the middle of summer outside, so it was kind of in the mid 80s where you were. In here, it's a little bit cooler. You estimate that it's probably in the mid 60s.
And what about like food and supplies? How long have we been on the road? And I mean, we
You've been
just
on the
left the
road.
town, so we could have had a chance to restock or something maybe.
Yeah, you had a chance to restock there in the town before you left. You've been traveling for about 3-4 days now. And it's not been hard to forage for food. The area, oddly enough, seems to have a lot of food, natural. There's little farms along the way that you could always stop by at. There's less people to eat all of the food since in a lot of the areas the people are the food being eaten by the undead. So there's less drain on the resources as there might be in other more developed areas.
What do you guys think? You want to set up towards the front?
I usually like being towards the front. Just in case something comes out of one of these like secret passages that we didn't find.
Yeah, works for me.
All right.
Do we want to go check
Quinn,
out that
hold on.
that other direction, real quick?
What other direction?
Yes, at the very front.
At the very front, we didn't go to the left. We went right, east.
So Quint, before anybody moves, Quint, from there you hear the sounds of. It sounds like feet walking and people stumbling. You hear a light cursing sound, a sound of a woman's voice, cursing coming from the passageway,
Like
kind of towards the entrance.
from the sisters?
No, not from the sisters. I've just kind of assumed the sisters have been with you.
Kind of behind us, sort of thing.
Yeah.
So Quinn throw up his hands and signal, and he'll pull up his cloak of elvenkind, and he's gonna move up stealthily.
Okay. Give me a stealth check.
Stealth check with advantage because of Cloak of Elvenkind. Well, I meant to roll that in a tower, but there it is.
There you go. Well, that works. So you are extremely stealthy, and as you come around the corner there, you don't see anything yet.
So he'll keep moving his movement, staying and hugging the wall over here.
I'm gonna move up too, but also try to be stealthy as I
Okay.
kind of follow Quint's lead. Oh, we
Go
should
ahead.
probably turn off our lights too, our light sources. Am I the only one that had a light source?
I have the lantern of revealing out.
I have magical tinkering and jingle jangles, so I'll hang in the back for now.
All right, Quint, from there, you can see several people. You see an kind of older looking lady. She's kind of bedraggled, uh, not very nice looking clothes, like very poor, um, dirty, ratty, kind of in tatters in some places. And she seems to be stumbling about, trying to climb in. She doesn't look like she's able to see anything. You can see her with your dark vision, but she looks like she can't see anything at all.
And does it sound like there's other people with her?
Yes, just up ahead in the passageway, it absolutely sounds like there's other
You know,
people fumbling around in the dark there.
that
You hear
direction
them
behind her?
stub their toe and curse and whatnot every once in a while. She's kind of leaning over and using her hands to feel the ground ahead of her and feeling the little step and trying to work her way up.
All right. Well, Quinn wants to try to get over to here without being seen. I mean, I don't think they have dark vision, so without being perceived.
Okay, so you're going to be quiet is the
Yeah.
key.
Yeah.
I'm just going to use your same stealth roll. So you can go ahead and sneak on over there.
Yeah.
All
So I
right.
can peek down the corner. So they all kind of look similar dress, right? The people do.
Yeah, they're all kind of ratty looking clothes. They look like somebody from a nearby hamlet.
Do they have any
Um,
weapons on them?
no, they're none of them are carrying anything that looks like a weapon. In fact, most of them don't have anything but a few pieces of clothes on their back.
And
I start throwing gems at them. No.
they they must have just come in behind us. Is
Yeah, that's the impression you get. Or,
yeah.
there was another passageway you didn't explore
Yeah, there was
the
the
other
other
direction.
way. And are they talking?
Nobody's saying anything yet except for the occasional cursing when they, smack their toe on a rock or something.
Well, is the cursing in common?
Yeah, it's
Yeah.
just common.
It's like, damn it! Ouch!
Krakovan. Common Krakovan.
All right. Well, Quint's just gonna hide in the corner here and see how this plays out. He's got his
Okay.
bow kind of out, but he doesn't have an arrow knocked or anything yet.
You do see several of them, the kind of three here in this little cluster, are moving towards that ring of mushrooms. And you kind of get the sense that they're maybe, because that's the only light in the room, and they're huddling around the light.
Well, I'm hiding, so I can't like wave you guys forward.
That's true. They can't see you. Actually,
And
they can see you
I
just
can't
fine.
see anything because I don't have dark vision, so I'm just like hanging out in this hallway waiting
So
for a
everybody's looking
sign.
at Tarian, and Tarian's just blankly staring at a dark cave.
I think we'll give Quint a couple minutes to scout, and if we don't hear anything from him or he doesn't come back, then Blink at least will start and, sneaking his way forward. And I'll grab Tyrion's hand as I go by and lead him on.
I'm just gonna stay where I am. I have my light, the lamp, but I saw Quint motion, so I'm just gonna stay here. Sort of.
Yeah, I'm gonna stay with the sisters as well. Keep them safe in case these commoners need to be stabbed a lot.
All right. So when I see Quint, what is Quint's reaction? Like, is he waving us forward or what?
Do you see Quint? That's the question.
Yeah.
Yeah,
You
he
get
has
dark vision, yeah.
Yeah, I mean you're not
I'm
hiding behind something, so from their direction you're in plain sight.
Well, Quint can technically hide in plain sight if he chooses
Yeah,
to
that's
do
true.
so. But no, he would point and kind of shrug.
Right. This older lady
You
kind of
know,
seems
like-
to be following the wall. Just
Quint's like
moving in
looking
little
at her. Does she?
5-foot steps.
I mean, does she look anything odd about her? Does she got like claws or?
Nope, no claws. Other than looking like, she would not look out of place as a beggar in any city that you've been through. She looks.
How far are we from the nearest city?
Pretty much out in the middle of nowhere, weren't we?
Yeah, you're kind of out in the middle of nowhere. There's not a lot of farms and stuff out in this area.
So it's unusual to find somebody else out here.
Yeah.
All right. Blink is not going to say anything. He's going to be as silent as he can.
Okay. And she's just kind of holding onto the wall with her hand and
We're all just
feeling
watching
with her
her.
feet.
Well, she would be
She's
able to
like
see the
fumbling around in the
Yeah.
dark.
lantern light by this point.
She can see the light, and she comes around and looks up at you, Sir Tegas, and gets this look of absolute relief and joy on her face as she comes up to you and says, "Please, please help us."
Well, I've already used up all 3 of my divine sense, but watching her as she approaches, can I do like an insight or something to see? Does she look? I'm going to call out. I am Sir Tagos, the Blade of Sif.
Thank the Lord, thank God, thank everyone. Please, can you just come and help? And she reaches forward to you like she wants to give you a hug.
And what has my insight told me up until this point?
Roll me an insight check. Okay. Looking at her eyes, you get a weird sense that she's not all there. Like mentally, the words she's saying, the actions she's taking all seem kind of congruent, but there's something weird about her eyes that gives you the sense that she's not acting of her own volition.
All right, and do I see any kind of? I mean, are her hands bloody, or
No,
is there
her hands are dirty.
wounds on her?
No. Give
Okay.
me a perception check. All right, yeah, you don't see anything unusual about her at all. As she reaches forward to almost like she's falling, and reaches out to you to help support herself. And right at the last second, you notice, as she leans forward, her shirt opens up just a little bit, and you see a red sigil on her chest flare and then explode. As her body blows up.
Like,
Oh
is it
my.
like body parts, body everywhere?
Yeah, like massive boom, and she's gone. Her body, she's dead.
So, has Sir Tegas heard of glyphs of warding and things like that before?
You've heard of glyphs of warding, yeah, as a magical thing. There's magical glyphs that explode. You've not experienced any being tattooed on a person, but this one was definitely tattooed on her chest.
And was this a loud explosion?
Oh yeah, the whole explosion rocks through the entire cavern. Everyone can hear it.
Well, Quint doesn't know. I mean, he saw the flash down the hallway.
Mm-hmm.
So
And body parts splatter up against the walls. Hand
Yeah.
kind of rolls by.
I would want to go back and see what happened.
all right,
Yeah,
Quint's gonna watch these yahoos over here real quick, but he's only gonna give a couple seconds before he goes over that way too.
Blink will come back and look around and go, Tegas, you blew up the old lady.
That's what Quint's thought happened. Is somebody blew up the old lady.
This was not CSB, although if he could, he probably would have. This was a glyph, some sort of magical rune on her that exploded. Is she alone?
I don't know. Where's Quint?
I'm coming up behind you guys. I'm like, there's 3 more coming. What happened?
The old lady had a glyph on her and she blew up. All right, what are the other 3 doing?
They're coming this way.
Turn on my light source so I can actually see what's going on.
I'll look
now
at
that...
CSB. Is he taking any damage? CSB, did that wound you at all?
It doesn't look like.
It was supposed to have.
There we go. Nice 0 damage.
Why would you have 0?
Don't question it. Trust the systems you've been put in place. I don't know.
I just presumed I was protected by Sif.
No, you each should have taken 10 points of damage. Why is it saying damage 0?
We're invincible, guys.
We're both immune to disease. Maybe it was a disease.
It was not. That's really weird. I don't know why.
Can we take a break? I have a family thing I have to leave for.
Yeah, that's probably a good spot. Yeah, let's do that before we even get rolling. All right, so we're gonna take do you need a little more than 10 minutes, Spin? Guess not. So we'll just do our regular 10-minute break. So I'm gonna start a timer. Which is this button here, and I'm gonna set that for 30, 21, 37. We'll do almost 11 minutes. And I'll put some slideshow and the music on. If you're hanging out, you can listen to music. But you got 10 minutes, so go take a pee and hurry up. Come back. All right, here goes the slideshow. we are back from break, and we're gonna keep playing some Dungeons and Dragons Midgard campaign setting. Everybody back?
Let's just go ahead and do this,
Sven's not back.
and then we'll just go in order.
Do you think if we threw a goblin corpse at him, it would set off the sigil? I'm gonna throw Blink at him first, see if that works.
So we'll start off with Tarian.
All right. I'm gonna. So now that I know there's crazy old ladies up here that might blow up, I'm gonna come up here a little bit, and I'm just gonna yell up there and say, "You stay back," and maybe try to see if they can communicate at all with me. I'll just hold a. Let's see, what am I gonna throw at them? I'll just hold a javelin to throw at them.
Okay.
If they get like within past this last little step there.
Okay.
The bot.
I'm gonna go up to here and try to stop them from getting anywhere near the sisters.
Okay.
I'm gonna ready an action that if any of them even starts to approach where Tarian said not to go, I'm just gonna let loose with my circlet of blasting. Just start blowing them up.
Okay.
There are
Now,
no innocents in my eyes.
By readying the action, you will be using the charge whether or not it goes off.
Oh,
like
never.
those things
No, then ranged attack. Sorry, ranged attack. I forgot about that. And if I don't use it, I'll just break the crossbow bolt. Sorry, thought I clicked.
All right. CSB could always throw the nails you're carrying as caltrops.
That's food, man.
Slow them down a little bit.
You never waste food. Nom nom nom.
So I'm going to move up, try to see what I can see.
Okay. You're standing on the spot where she was. There's now a blast mark beneath you.
Oh, there was a second one?
No, that's the one
Oh,
that
no,
blew up.
the first one. Okay, gotcha.
Yeah.
And I was moving. Yeah,
Oh.
I'd moved. That's 35 feet. Okay, so do I see anything at this point? In my 30, 60?
No. Quint's like, they're over there, and he points in that direction. In that dark hallway.
All right, so I'm going to ready misstep.
Okay.
And the first one that comes within 30 feet, if they do, I will cast it on and just make them sort of stumble and move a different direction.
Okay.
Try to slow them down a bit.
Quint looks at Tarian with the javelin, and then Sertagus comes up with the light source. He's gonna move over here into the darker corner. And bonus
Like
action.
a cockroach.
Yeah, bonus action hide.
Under the refrigerator.
He's gonna ready the his bow. If I think the same thing. If Tyrion chucks that javelin, he's gonna shoot the same thing with the bow.
Okay.
So he's gonna ready, and I'll set all that up. I'll give you stealth and all that stuff.
Blink will he's gonna move up, he's gonna hug the other wall, just to be a little different, and then use his action to summon the cannon right there, please. And then I will give out some temporary hit points to myself and Tegas and Tyrion. Perfect.
I won't forget this. Slight.
Sorry?
Yep, deleted it. Forgot it. What's up?
And that's it.
All right. So this one can see the light and begins coming forward. So if any of you have readied actions, this older gentleman, kind of again looking like a beggar, comes stumbling up the stairs, and he's clutching his arm, his left arm, and he's, "Oh, it hurts. Please,
So
please make it stop.
oh,
Please
I
help."
was gonna throw my javelin when he was about 10
Mhm.
feet back there.
Yep.
Yeah, we'll make it stop.
And I'm assuming I have advantage on the guy, right?
Oh yeah.
Uh,
So 10 feet back, like there.
do I have him targeted?
Yeah, I wanted to get him before I was in the explosion range.
Yeah, I
Okay.
got him targeted.
While they're rolling, for those of you at home, yes, Sir Tegas was fully prepared to tell everybody that these are commoners and are against their will being forced to explode, but realized that Tyrion is possibly the only one who would care, so he saved his breath.
Yeah, as I fire at this guy with my ready to action triggering, I'm going to be like, these guys are just commoners. It's going to be easy.
Quinn
Ah,
shoots this
I
thing in
clicked
the
the wrong
head.
button. I did not hit him yet. Let me see if I hit him. Sorry.
It's all right.
I did hit him. Sorry about that. I was too busy sassing.
He stumbles forward, and he's got this arrow stuck in him, and a crossbow bolt, and he's, "Oh God, no!" And then he falls to the ground, and he's still kind of one hand clutching at the arrow, and he's trying to hold on to his left arm, and he just falls to the ground.
Do we see anything in his left arm?
No, it's bare. He's nothing on his left arm.
I'm going to yell out, "Do not approach!" I think it is well, I don't know if proximity based. It would be based on how close you get. Don't get too close.
Do you want me to shoot it again? Now that Quinn's shot, he's kind of seen. I think there's two more. Stay away.
And another one comes up into the little, step area, and again is kind of moving very slow, kind of jerky, and calling for help. And from further down the passageway beyond where these people are, You hear a noise. It sounds like extremely heavy, maybe the iron shod boots just clomping hard. Boom, 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 boom. Um, on the stone floor, and it just echoes throughout the cave.
Does it sound like the golem that we fought in the other location?
Somewhat similar. Somewhat similar. And this one as well. Comes forward.
Wow.
Makes his move action to
That
get
guy moved
there.
a lot.
He took his dash action, and he nearly, he looks like he's about to collapse as he moves up there in between you.
A dependable top.
Yep. It won't fall off. As this other one comes stumbling around into the light. Okay, that was weird. I drew the movement, and then there was the accept and deny, button, and then the accept deny button disappeared, but the movement arrow is still there. So I don't know. She ends up there. And this one looks like it's trying to give Blink a hug. It's reaching forward with its arms. But
Trying to give you a big kiss, Blake.
yep. We're just gonna. She's staying back
Sister
with the
Olga's
sisters.
like been eyeballing Tarian for a while. Got her all targeted. Well, Quint's going to move over to here, heading down these steps, and he's going to take a shot as he goes on the one that just ran up onto Blink. Sorry, not that one.
Okay.
I think Tarian can handle the other one. And he's going to take a shot. Oh.
Easily hitting the nearly naked commoner. Alright, this thing is an arrow in his back, and he just pitches forward and falls down on Blink, and he's kind of just laying there touching Blink.
And then Quint's gonna just kind of run off into the darkness over there and kind of vanish into the corner. Hide.
Do the Batman thing where we look away and then you're gone.
Yeah, yeah. And pass his turn. I'll give you my old sneaky sneak.
Alright, so I'm going to call out Tyrion, move away. I'm going to step forward and use my pinning point on my shuriken. This is insanely difficult, so let me just make sure. That's why I never use it. Make sure again. Make the attack roll if the attack hits. So let's start there.
Did you buy an IKEA ability? Like, why is this complicated?
Midgard
It
thing.
does.
It's only pictures.
Okay.
You gotta figure it out from pictures. There's no
The
words.
target must make a strength saving throw.
Okay.
And this is with a shuriken?
It's a pinning shot.
It failed. All right. On a failure, the target's speed is reduced to 0 until the shuriken is removed. So basically, I throw this thing and pin its dragging pant leg or shoe to the floor, and then I'm gonna step back. So I'm like, it can't move.
That's a hell of a shuriken, though, right? It's like,
Well, it's actually buried completely through its foot.
right?
That works too. It doesn't do the damage to it. So
Stigmata.
then I'm gonna move back.
All right.
All right. All right. Blink. Will. I will climb out from under this corpse that fell on me, and then step back and try to stay away from these things. In case one of them blows up again.
Okay.
And I will go ahead and move the cannon back a little bit as well, so that I can give some temporary hit points. Make sure I get customer support bot this time, since he whined last time.
Sorry, I need oil.
All right, since this one is stuck to the ground next to me, right?
Mm-hmm.
I'll just move away from it.
Okay. So it reaches out to grab you. As you try to move away from it. And you kind of succeed in ducking out of the way, and then you see this little flare of light at its chest as it explodes. Did you have 10 hit points?
Yep, I did. And it took, yeah, it did take him a click
Okay.
4 out.
As
All right.
it explodes and leaves nothing but a scorch mark right where it was.
All right, and that makes me pretty angry because I was trying to let one of these commoners survive to see if we could help them, and it didn't work. So I'm pretty ticked off. Oh, you know what? I'll ready action again if somebody comes to that step. Anything, and with another javelin.
Okay.
I whisper that to CSB since we're both together.
Nice. Dibs? Wait.
So this one's going to move. So if you want to go ahead and...
Yeah.
Props to the DM for the explosion marks. That's pretty cool.
Shouldn't that have, don't I usually get to re-roll those?
It did.
It did. You
Reroll?
re-rolled 2 ones.
Oh. Ah, what?
Halfling luck.
All right, so he... Let's see... How far did he move? 20... He kind of coming up... He kind of ignores you, Tarian, as he comes up to blink. And again, from the entrance area, you hear this heavy sound of heavy footprints, footsteps, boom, boom. It sounds like these giant iron feet or something smashing down into the ground up near the entrance.
Does it seem to be approaching very quickly or very slowly?
Fairly slowly. I mean, the steps are they're not running or anything like that. But it's hard to tell. You can't really see how it's moving, how big its steps are.
I'm going to shout out, why does a coward in heavy boots send commoners to die for him? Hope that echoes. And then I'm going to try to kill this person right in front of me
It
because
sounds like
I
it's
just...
Wait, I'm right in front of you.
Oh, I'll kill the two people right in front of me. No, I can swing over your head. I got a glaive. It's fine.
Yeah, I'm short. I'm not worried.
All right, so you take your glaive and you just slice right over the top of Blink's head, and it just lops this thing's head right off, and it falls to the ground.
And I'm still trying to block the tunnel for the sisters, but I'm just going to step in front of Blink in case somebody else runs around the corner.
All right, so as you guys are all there, you hear the soft sound of chanting as everything within this area, you see this little flash, and the air all around you goes icy cold, as the entire chamber is completely filled with this insane, bone-chilling, numbing cold, as it seems like it normally would be out of the sky, but just out of the thin air, rock hard ice begins to swirl and pound everyone in this area. So everybody's going to make a saving throw. Oh, it helps if I target people, doesn't it?
I'm going to use my advantage. There we go. I clicked it.
All right, if you're going to use your... Yep. All right, so saving throws.
What kind of damage is this going to be, John?
There is both bludgeoning and cold damage.
Oh, both. All right. I would like to use my reaction to resist the cast absorb elements on myself and gain resistance to cold temporarily.
Okay. All right. Go ahead and mark that on. And that area is difficult terrain right now.
Did you said we heard chanting? Was that coming from the towards the entrance?
Yes.
Okay, just making sure.
I think we're fighting Frau Blucher.
Quint's gonna move around to there.
Okay.
Quietly. And see what he can see down the hallway. So he can't see anything down there, huh? Wait a second. I think I have some kind of arrow that I can shoot a fire down there, maybe? Oh, here they go. No. I thought he had some kind of... Oh, fire arrow. Yeah, here it is. Do I have to have a light source? Oh, an active fire source. Alright, so Quint's just gonna ready if he sees something down there, he's gonna shoot.
Okay.
Something that looks hostile.
All right. First, let's top off the temporary hit points for the three of us back here. And then I'll move the cannon, but because of the difficult terrain, it can't move very far. And then Blink will move. That's as far as I can go. And I'm not seeing anything, so I will just ready a firebolt to hit something hostile if it comes into my field of vision.
Okay.
All right. So if I move right out of this difficult terrain, then I can still have pretty much normal movement, right?
Mhm.
Or okay.
As long as you stay out of it, yeah.
Yeah. I'll move up here. And if anybody it comes next to me, I'm gonna hit it with my longsword. I mean, not my friends, but anything else.
So when Quint comes next to you,
Yeah, I never liked that guy.
I see how angry he looks. I'm not getting next to him. Exploding commoners makes him mad.
Alrighty. So from around that little corner, Tarian and Quint and maybe even Blink, you see something come running around, and this thing is stomping and making a huge racket until you realize that what you're seeing is a short little gnome with giant iron boots on his feet. And he's wearing this strange little red cap, and the cap is dripping with blood as it drips down onto his shoulders. And this thing is looking almost completely frenzied. He just looks absolutely crazy as he runs up to you, Tarian, and he tries to kick you with his boots.
Well, Quint's got a ready to arrow.
Yeah, you can go ahead and use it.
Yeah, I think all three of us have readied actions.
Yep. I'll go ahead and use your readied actions as he comes up to kick Tarian in the shins.
So does he have massive calves, or like?
Oh, I missed.
Ooh, crit.
Holy.
Ouch. Dang.
That was kind of a low roll. Oh, no, it wasn't.
Blink really wants his hat.
Comes with its own gravy.
This thing kicks out at Tyrion. Oh. Why did you have advantage?
I don't know.
Rage? Is that a rage thing?
It's
Yeah.
because it's a strength save. Yep, that's a part of your rage. All right, so you succeed, and so he hits you slightly on the shin, but not enough to actually do anything. And he's carrying this wicked-looking pike as he attempts to stab you with the pike. And
What's this guy's problem?
he stabs you
Beelzebub
once.
sucking his brain.
He's trying to push you into the wall, and then stabs you again, this time missing. And then he reaches forward and tries to bite at you. Like he's just so insanely enraged that he forgets about his pike and he attempts to bite you as well. And again, he hits you. What does this do on a bite?
What is the size of this thing compared to Tyrion?
Eye level. It's a gnome. It's like 3 feet high. He's, maybe slightly taller, an inch or two, but
Just because of his floppy hat, his blood
yeah,
all flying
his
all
hat is
out
another
at it.
good, foot and a half higher than Tyrion. So yeah, he bites Tyrion, doing some damage, which is resisted, and tears out a big chunk of your flesh. And you feel where he bit, there's this really weird sensation. Wait,
Hickey.
yeah, you get this really weird sensation of like necrotic energy creeping in from the bite. Customer support bot.
Okay, I can't see crap from where I am. I can only move that far, so I'll do that. I still can't see anything, so
Gwen's like
I'll yell.
pointing. Gwen like points right there.
Take off your tap shoes and come fight me, you bastard. I'm going to ready in action to attack any baddies. Or just any a commoner. If I see another commoner too. So you can throw that in there. We'll see what happens.
So I'm going to
Sartagas is all the way up there.
use tell the sisters to stay back, and I'm going to tap into power of Sif and make myself go a bit faster. I'm going to move a total of 45 feet. With the difficult terrain, it's going to be 25. Am I able to see it from there?
Oh.
No. Okay. All right. So then I will just double move then. Move another. I'll get just next to Tyrion almost.
So what does that look like when you come across that icy stuff? You're like,
It's very fast and almost tiptoeing across the shards of ice and stuff, hopping from parkour.
All right. So Tegas, where did you leave that Lantern of Revealing?
I didn't. I still have it.
You still have it?
Yes.
Because last time you said you put it down at the beginning of combat because it's on a stand.
Right. I
Otherwise
haven't
you wouldn't be able
attacked
to.
anything with my weapons.
You attacked with a shuriken.
Right, with my shuriken. That's a one-handed thing. So I'm holding my lantern with the other hand right now.
Alrighty. So let's see. Where's the... So you very briefly see something enter into the very edge of your lantern light. Let me pull up the image.
So in your world, do you know if you're visible? If you're invisible and you step into the revealing light,
Right?
would you
Are you
know
like,
you're no longer?
do you
Well,
cover your nipples?
so
I mean, are you like,
if
oh,
you have, if you are invisible, you wouldn't be seeing yourself. So the second you walk into light where you become visible, you see yourself. So yeah, you
Okay.
would know you're visible.
Cool. Thank you.
Unless something that naturally has see invisibility, and then it might get confused. So this is what you see pop into the cavern just at the very edge of your light. And you recognize this guy. He looks a little different. He looks a little nastier, but this is that same gnome that you found in the tower. And he smiles a little bit and says, you guys really screwed me over. No,
Did we though? Really?
no more diplomatic deal with the damn Morgau. As this difficult terrain goes away, and he steps back out of the light. So he was right there, and that's when he said it, and then he steps back out of the light. And
Let this be a lesson to us to never show mercy on anyone ever again.
my bad. My bad.
Just
I
Quinn
mean,
murder.
knocked him out. Quinn's the one that knocked him out.
so it looks like it's going to get everybody but Blank as a fireball erupts in the cavern.
Oh, can I dodge or do something? What do I got? Evasion? Do I
Uncanny
have
dodge.
evasion?
Do you have evasion?
No, not yet. When do you get evasion? What level? Not high enough, I don't think. Sixth.
Yeah, that one's pretty high.
I think it's 8th.
Everybody succeeds. So you all only take half damage.
still a
Only
lot
be
of
half
bugs.
Quinn takes the brunt of it right there in the doorway.
Boom! As pebbles start falling down from the ceiling and dust is shaking up in the air.
Top
All
of round
right.
4.
That was a great, it's a great
Did-
picture. I'm not sure where it came from, but it's a nice picture.
Did he kill our horse? Because I didn't hear it this round.
I've been hearing it. Oh yeah, you're right. Oh god.
No, it's there.
Valentina.
It's there.
No, it's there.
She's there.
Valentina's there.
Goes on a 20.
All right, so I'm going to set the lantern here, and step forward and attack. So last time I wasn't able to pull the image like I normally can. So whether I don't know if you want to put one there or not, but if you can, I will try to grab it
For what?
The
for
lantern.
the lantern, so I can stick
Oh.
it there every time. I do it like with taunt.
Mhm.
I'm able to grab. I was able to grab that token and put it down, but anyway, I'm moving up and attacking.
Like that?
Sif's justice. That's weird. It's not letting me pull it off the map. Right, it will be here, but I don't know what the
Try
difference is.
like Diablo Bob's spell token things. If you create a spell anyone on your sheet and I can add it to that, and then you should have access to it. So let me
Okay, well there is a.
here.
I'm
I'm
sorry,
adding
I
it to your
closed it.
allure.
There it is. Huh, I thought I had a thing for it. Okay, got it. So I see the spell token, but there's no token there. Oh, there it is.
Let me grab the other one. There. So that should have shared
All right,
it with
cool.
you.
Yep, it just dropped on the map.
Sorry, you said dropped it and it showed up sideways. So
Well, I gave you the wrong one initially. You should have the top-down one. There now.
Okay, cool. All right, so I moved up and slashed at this thing, but it's just a little too fast. I slide across its boots, sparks flying. Now, just a clarification, you said it was walking slowly and then it ran up to Tyrion.
Mm-hmm.
So it is able to run in these things?
Oh yeah.
Okay.
That was an intimidation tactic.
Yeah, I'm gonna just kind of skirt around him to be over here. So at least if he gets a big area of effect spell, he'll get it too.
Okay.
And then I'll try to hit him with my sword.
Halfling luck, reroll 1. Nail this bloody capped red cap.
All right, that's all I got.
You get 2 attacks.
Oh, I forgot. I get 2 attacks. Totally forgot because I hadn't been able to the last few rounds because I was from far away.
Go for it.
Figures.
Ducks out of the way. You kind of swipe the red cap and notice that it comes away with blood all over your weapon. It appears to be soaking with blood.
All right. The cannon will move up to there and do some temporary hit points for a few of us. And then I'm going to move up. Yeah, I want to stay away from any potential explosions, I think. So actually, I'll stay back quite a bit. So just to there, and then -2 to hit the red cap from there.
Yeah, -2.
All right, shoot a firebolt at it.
That's a hit.
Still hits.
I think Quint's going to move this direction, taking a shot at the red cap as he goes.
Okay.
-2.
Yep, still -2.
Nope. He can't hit.
Wang.
And then he's gonna like dodge around the corner here and start like fumbling around looking for a potion or something. He's kind of he got hit pretty. The fire got him half wounded. He's a little bloodied at the moment. He's like,
It was kind of funny last night in playing with Gwydion. Every time the NPCs missed, he sounded so disappointed. Aww.
Gotta hold that in.
Ugh.
Twang! He kicks your sword away, or your glaive.
I'm going to use my second wind.
All right. This thing grins as he looks like he's having just the most fun he's ever had, as he tries to kick Sertegas right in the knee.
Let's exchange numbers after this.
And Sertegas fails as he kicks your knee, and your knee just collapses as you fall prone.
That's not a good spot to be.
And then he brings out his pike and he starts stabbing you with his pike. Slams into you with... Oh, Tyrion, something was supposed to happen on your turn. I forgot. I'll do that after I finish this. He slams into you with his pike once. Again, right through the knee, the same knee that he just kicked.
Oh, God.
Slams you again with his pike, this time trying to push it right through your armor. Doing minimal damage. And then he kneels down and he tries to bite right at your knee. The same knee again. He's trying to take a big chunk out of it. He wants to remove your knee entirely. As he bites onto your knee, drop to 1. Again, minimal damage as he tears out a chunk of your knee, and you feel this necrotic energy rush in. Now, Tyrion, I forgot to do this on your turn, but at the start of your turn, do this. The necrotic energy begins to course through you. So we're going to make a Constitution saving throw, which you succeed, and so you take no damage. But Sertegos, on the start of your turn, you will also have to make a saving throw. All right.
Is that disease?
It is not a disease, no. It is specifically a bite thing that gets injected into you, and then if you make a save, it's gone.
Like a Komodo dragon.
Kind of, yeah. So good old Chapman, he says, oh, Vukas is pissed at you all. You ruined everything. And
Nobody cares.
he's got something special for you. As another fireball goes off.
Fire or ice?
Fire. This is fire. The first one was ice, and then it's been fireball.
You want me to put prone on my... Oh, I am prone. Okay, good.
You are prone, yeah. Everybody fails. Nope. Some successes. Come on, roll damage. As Quint goes down and Sertegos goes down. How did the Eldritch Cannon survive?
I don't know.
Why did he only take 2?
Well, let's see.
It's resistant to fire.
I mean, it's a cannon, man. You're asking silly questions.
It should have taken It saved amazingly. So it would have taken 14, right?
And then the 10 hit points that you had given it.
Yeah.
That
So
thing's
2,
crazy.
yeah, that makes sense. Oh my gosh, that cannon's so dumb. I can't believe it's still alive.
He steps back out of the light. And Gore Vidal redeems a potion of greater healing for Tarion.
Thank you.
Awesome, awesome. Thank you.
And another potion of greater healing for who? Tegas.
Oh, nice. Thank you.
And I'm going to use my action surge to try to hit this guy one more time.
Whoa.
I'm surprised he's resisting my magical glaive. What a dick.
Let me look at his sheet. Do you have it marked as magic?
It says slashing comma magical. Is that not how I do it? Is it just magic, not magical?
Yeah, it's just magic. That's why.
What?
How much has he missed from that?
7.
7? All right. All right. He's got 4 blood drops.
Squid.
Quint is coughing up blood over there in the corner.
All right, Blink will move forward and climb up onto this little shelf here and smear some kobold poultice just all over Quint, like just right on his face especially. And
Rat dung and black mold mixed together.
Wait,
exactly.
I mean, are you like enjoying it?
He is, yes.
Like up in the nose and here, take some of
You
this.
really work it in there.
Like lint and stuff all hanging out of it. It's been.
Gore Vidal with another potion of greater healing for CS Bot.
And I'm gonna use a 2nd level spell
I don't
slot.
know how many potions there are, but I think there's running out.
And then I will
Gore
move the
Vidal for
cannon.
save.
And the cannon is right in the middle of everybody.
Quint's like, did someone get the name of that spellcaster?
Awesome. So thanks to Sif inspiring Gore Vidal to heal me, I am gasping as this thing is next to me. I am going to stand.
Okay.
And then try to slash at him.
Thank you, Gorvidal.
I did not stand. Damn it.
And Quint gets a potion of regular heal.
Oh, I can't
His
take
greater
prone
heals
off.
are all out. Oh.
Thanks, Gorvidal.
Okay, it's gone.
So because I was impatient and didn't wait, am I still allowed to get the critical, or am I out of luck?
If the first was 20, yeah, you got the crit.
Yay. He's still standing. Okay.
He is still standing.
All right.
Well.
And then I'm looking around. Everybody else is at least alive. So I'm going to slide over 20 feet. I'll be looking for the spellcaster.
Okay. You do not see the spellcaster. You notice when he passes out of the range of your lantern, he disappears again. Alrighty.
Thanks again, Gordall. Appreciate it.
Cone of cold wind.
We appreciate you. We don't care what Drake says.
All right. So he, from where he is, he's gonna take a few steps back. Not that you know this, and and some magic missiles fly out of his fingers towards Tarion. Let's see this. As 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 missiles come flying out.
Holy crap.
And he doesn't like the fact that you seem to be so resistant to these things.
He's also racist against halflings.
Yes, it's that gnome halfling rivalry. There's a long-standing rivalry as to who's the shortest, who's the tallest.
Now, I'm actively looking for this guy. Do I get at least a sense of where he is from these missiles? 6 of them flying from the same location before he moves.
Yeah, you get a rough sense that he's somewhere in, say, like here.
Okay, thank you.
All right. Well, I'm going to try to kill this guy.
Halfling rerolled a 1 with a 2.
What is that? Luck tonight. All right. And can I like move her over here, grab that lantern, and then like bring it back over here and set it down?
You've already done your action.
Oh, so I have to use my action to pick up the lantern?
I'm thinking. I mean, you can walk through a door and open and close the door as part of your move. So yeah, you can probably just walk over and grab it and return, because you're not drawing an op attack. So yeah, where do you want to move it?
Oh, I'll move it to the left of myself.
Okay.
I set it down like there.
All right. As soon as you drop it down there, boom, he appears.
And I'm just gonna point at him and go, "I see you, little jerk."
As
Little jerk.
this thing smiles at you and pulls back his leg and gets ready to kick you right in the behind. Why does he have advantage or disadvantage?
It's because it's a strength. Yeah.
Yep, that's right. We talked about this last time. So he's frustrated again that he doesn't get to kick you as hard as he wanted to. But he's still going to go after you with his pike. stab you in the back, misses, and almost knocks the lantern over because his pike has a range of 10 feet. And tries to stab again. This one managing to smack you in the back of the calf, partially resisted, and then he tries to bite you on your arm, the one that was holding the lantern. And he does latch into your arm and take another big chunk out of the back of your arm, doing nearly minimal damage again.
Does Tyrion still have his inspiration?
Yes.
Yeah.
Because that was inspiration worthy. That was a good job. All
Sir
right.
Tegas.
So, stupid Redcap is still alive. I'm very, very butthurt about it. But I'm going to move away so he'll get an opportunity attack. Hopefully he won't kill me. Because I only have 3 blood drops. He had 4, took 28 points of damage.
Yeah.
They're red caps. They always have blood drops.
I try not to keep track of the math.
He does try to stab you, but he smacks into the back of your armor.
Because it's magical now. Because of those runes.
Yeah.
The kobold scribblings.
I don't know what they do, but they work.
I think they just say this guy's a jerk.
That's right. Yeah, the farther away it makes more sense. It all comes into.
It's really just
Close up, you can't see anything.
It's really just kobold graffiti.
Is that
Alright,
another potion of heal for Tegas in the chat? Yeah.
Yeah,
Where
there
we
was
go?
a second one for Quint as well. So Quint
Ooh.
got 2 regular potions
Oh.
of heal, and Tegas got another one.
Ah, thank you very much.
What size?
Just
regular.
a regular.
Okay, so I'm going to
Gord
slam
Vidal
into
is
this guy.
definitely the MVP for this session.
Yeah, right.
All right.
Ah, so close.
You want me
I
to drop
forgot
that on you,
use my.
Sven?
As you slam into him, you realize he's got this magical protection around him as he has mage armor on.
Boo. All right. I still hopefully I'll have time to use my advantage next turn. And yes, Drake, if you don't mind. You've been rolling better than I have.
I got it right here. So.
If it's lower than 4, then I change my mind.
No, there you go. 8.
Nice. Woot. Go read all. Thank you.
Right. So Chapman smiles with an evil little grin and whispers to you.
I want to use my advantage if it's a save.
Yeah, it will be a save. So just give me a second. And he whispers to you and says, "Go attack that little Tarian guy, that short barbarian dude." As he attempts to make a suggestion to you. But you handedly succeed on your saving throw and ignore what he says.
He goes, nanner, nanner, nanner.
And then when he realizes you've ignored what he said, he kind of gets nervous.
Oh. Chop him up.
Yeah, as you stab him. Yeah, he was down to 3 hit points.
For a while.
Glaive takes off his blood red cap.
Oh, go down there. So I was trying not to cut the corner.
It's all good.
And I'm going to say, I come here representing Baba Yaga. We're trying to serve you a summons.
No! Not the Baba Yaga.
I love that horse. All right. Yeah, now you're gonna get it.
There he goes running out of the.
Oh, was I supposed to do a save for necrotic damage at the beginning
No,
of my turn?
once you saved it, then you're good.
Okay.
You saved one time, so you're good.
Yeah, but I thought I got bit again after. So I'm still good?
Yeah, you're good.
I don't know. I don't remember ever saving.
You died,
Okay,
so it expired.
nice.
Otherwise, you would have woken up and then died again.
Yeah, take
Yeah,
that.
luck finally found your luck.
Nice.
It's those mushrooms you're near.
Well, Quint's gonna come around the corner and get to about there. Take a shot?
Yeah, you got a clean
Where-
shot.
Oh, nice.
Nailed him right through the ear.
Oh, play those
Oh.
ones.
Manages
And then
to duck just in time.
I think he'll bonus action dash over to here, next to actually right there, next to the lantern,
Okay.
in case he needs to pick it up. And pass his turn.
All right. Blink finally gets to go. I'm gonna move down to there. And then hopefully, I think I can see him from there.
Yeah. To get there.
All right. Yeah. Let's. You know what? I'm a little bit worried he might try to make a run for it, and I want to make sure that I can see him. So I would like to drop a fairy fire in there so it hits just Chapman.
Sure.
Ooh.
He fails his saving
Escape
throw.
went on my end.
Mm-hmm.
Hasn't done that in a long time.
And then
I
I
did it
will move
rarely.
the cannon up too and do some 10 hit points.
Ding, top of round 7. Customer support bot. Take us home.
Right. Let's see. I got this cool circlet of blasting.
Vukas has seen you. You can never hide from him. With that little glass ball
Shut
he
up.
has, he will find you.
I didn't hear the last part because your head exploded.
Splat all over the floor and the wall and everything else.
And then I have one more ray. Let's see. Terrian. No, I'm just gonna blast his corpse
It's
because
gonna
I have no
overheat
respect for
if
the
you
dead.
don't launch it at something.
His dead body dodges.
It was still oozing out of the puddle.
Yeah.
Still oozing.
All right.
Gorby Doll MVP.
And with that, we are out of initiative.
Ugh.
Are
These
either
red
hats
caps-
still okay?
These
What's
red
that?
caps may not be very bright. We tied him up. When he escaped, he had to have seen that we destroyed everybody in the castle. And yet he still took one friend and came here and tried to kill us.
Mm-hmm. And I'll give you a hint. He is not unintelligent. So he had a reason for coming here.
Vengeance.
I bet that something sent him here. I mean,
I'm just upset that they knew where we were. Like, how are they tracking us?
And the name he yelled out, do we recognize the name he yelled out?
Yes, Vukas Shroudson was the Darakul Shadowmancer that got away from you. And he was the one that was, you heard about him several times now. You were, this was back in Grisol with the dwarves. You were told that Vukas Shroudson is one of the spy masters for a Darakul named Radomir. And he's the one who sent the assassin who got Quint with the arrow that allowed him to track you there. And kind of the last things Chapman said was that Vukas will find you with his little glass ball.
So I imagine Vukas got a hold of him and did something to make him want to come after us.
Made him a mad little gnome. Made him a red cap.
The red caps were funny because they're very different from the Monster Manual red cap. This is the Midgard version of red cap.
Ah,
The Monster Manual version is a CR3. The Midgard is a CR6. It's considerably tougher. He had like
I was
100
thinking
and something
that.
hit points. Let's see,
I
how
was
many
like, I
did he
feel
have?
like I've seen red caps before and they're not this mean.
He had 124 hit points
The
to
ones
start.
in
Dang.
Descent into Avernus were kind of cool. Those ones.
Yeah, those are nasty. And then the lore behind Midgard red caps is that red caps are a special type of the gnome, and they have to soak their red hat, their red cap, in the blood of a humanoid that they kill every day. And if they don't, then they go into a rage, and if they go longer than 24 hours without re-soaking it, then they start to gain a level of exhaustion every day. So they constantly have to bathe their red cap in the blood of a humanoid.
It's not creepy at all.
Not at all.
he's an angry elf.
He's angry.
I just would get a smaller hat. Like, does it have to be huge?
He likes it.
The more
Fez.
blood it can hold, the better. The longer it lasts, you know. It's gotta be.
Yeah.
Let's like camp.
Yeah.
Somewhere.
And you guys, are you going to do anything with the corpses of the commoners, or
Puppet show.
I think we should move them.
Oh, you said all that was left was the foot with the shuriken in it. All the other ones had exploded into tiny bits and missed.
No, the ones whose corpses are on the ground did not explode.
Oh, the ones they killed first.
The ones
okay, gotcha.
The ones that exploded, I deleted from the combat tracker, so they no longer appear.
We can stuff them in the refuse pit.
That'd be easier than digging in a hole.
All right, who's going to stuff them?
I'll stuff the old people since they're the lightest.
Do we know?
Oh wait, the bodies on the ground might explode if we get close to them, right?
Yes.
That is what I was just gonna ask. If we know if they're gonna blow up or not.
You don't know.
CSB can drag
You were
it.
right next to them. I mean, you've
throw
walked
it at
right
people.
next to them, their bodies on the ground, and they
Yeah.
didn't explode.
Yeah,
I'm not
one of
gonna-
them landed on Blink. I'll just go touch it, like making dead ass eye contact with my party as I slowly one finger. Does anything happen when I poke the bodies?
Yes.
Yes.
Where
Just
are
drag
you?
it behind you, CSB, and then you can throw it at our enemy.
There you are.
I'm just gonna act like whatever happened was on purpose.
As soon as you grab the body, it explodes in a large gout of fire.
That's a lot easier than cleaning them up. I think I'll just go grab the other one too.
Wait, hold on. Let me give you some temporary hit points first.
Oh yeah, that's smart. Thanks. We're thinking together. Teamwork, buddy.
I'm sure
All
they're
right.
not all trapped.
All right, there
Now I'm
you
gonna
go.
go grab the other one too.
Yeah, so you go through the entire process. They all have the exact same rune on their chest. And interacting with them in any way causes them to explode.
Easy cleanup. I like this.
Did you take pictures of
can
the
you
runes?
So were the commoner bombs, were those like the same types of things that blew up the other
The goblin?
creatures, the goblins?
You don't know.
Well, I
That's
mean, are there
yeah.
char marks like the
They're
ones?
similar.
They leave similar char marks, so
Uh-huh.
they could be.
So is this just like a magic cavern that commoner bombs show up in? I don't.
Commoner bombs.
I don't know. Can you give this to all of the enemies we face, Jen? Because this is great.
Exploding commoners, or
Did
What
you
I
draw this map?
kamikaze.
no, I did not draw this map.
Can we see it?
Where-
Can we see the whole thing? Can you turn off the?
Oh
What
yeah,
about the
absolutely.
picture of the red crap you showed us? Was that from
That was
Midgard?
from a Midgard thing. Yeah. The
Yeah, that second picture was pretty cool.
yeah, that was
Creepy.
Chapman. This creepy little bugger. Yeah.
Yeah, well drawn. I like it.
Yeah, I like that one. I'm trying to remember where this map came from. I had an inside one and an outdoor one with rain going on, depending on where you wanted to have the battle.
So, Blink, you want these boots? I think they would work well for you.
They're
You know,
very heavy.
it looks so much better
Yeah.
without dark vision. Because you don't see any of the
It's all
color.
black and white.
Yeah.
Yeah. I did add all the adornments to the map, the rubble and the mushrooms.
Can we
and all
put them
that.
on the wheels of the cannon?
So that it makes clunking noises as it rolls along.
Thunk, thunk,
It's
thunk.
an intimidation tactic.
It worked. You were all freaking out over the heavy thump, thump, thump.
Yes.
But then it can only move 5 feet a turn. So
Everything is difficult
Worth it.
terrain.
So
so
I
you-
think.
So, are they magical?
The boots? No. However, because you guys did such a great job with killing all of that, I don't have a treasure parcel specifically set up, but everybody will get to roll on magic item table B.
Yay.
Don't have that. Let me know.
I don't actually.
Let me...
Woohoo!
I do know.
You should
Ooh.
all have it.
All right, I'm gonna need you to attach something else to my chassis there, Blink. I got it. I got a drift globe. I need underlighting.
Oh, holy robes of Sister Adeline we just left laying around. Somebody grabbed those, didn't they?
oh
Somebody
yeah,
did?
I think I grabbed them, but I don't know if anybody has attuned to them.
I don't remember what they did.
So, I'm going
They
to
do something. They're pretty good, I think.
So there's
go
2
clap
potions of greater
Tyrion on
healing.
his shoulder. Moving the lantern was a great idea.
Yeah, I knew he was over there somewhere.
And I heal you for 10.
I'm going to push you all a long rest because nothing else is going to bother you tonight.
Any more exploding corpses I could try juggling?
And with that, we're 2-3 minutes early, but this is a good spot to wrap up for the night, and then back in January.
Before I forget, did that explosion destroy the shuriken?
Yes.
It's blowed up. Like January. We were talking about January. That long time. Gonna have to
Yeah,
really go
let's see.
back and watch the stream.
When are we at? 24th.
Yeah. So we'll catch up with you guys next year on the Empire of the Ghouls. But tomorrow night, barring I get the booster shot flu and I don't feel like DMing tomorrow night, I plan on running Lost Mines of Fandelver over on Rob Stream at 9 o'clock. And then on Sunday, All Things Fantasy Grounds Talk Show at 9. And then Tuesday, Princes of the Apocalypse. And then we get into. I think we're still good all through next weekend, and then the holidays, and then actually the next session after that is the last one until like February 19th or something for Rob.
Yeah,
Sure. So
Last Mine has a big gap in it.
yeah, but we're gonna get out of here. Let's take a peek. Is there anybody we should go raid? No, nobody out there. So say goodnight to everybody. Good night, guys.
Good night.
We'll see you guys.
Night.
Talk to you later. Thanks for hanging. Thanks, Corby Doll. We love you. Thank you. Bye.